Another test of the president's power at the Supreme Court. It's time for the Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Today, the justices will hear arguments on whether the White House can fire leaders of independent federal agencies without cause. And that includes agencies that oversee stock trades, transportation systems, election campaigns. This case comes after the president tried to remove a member of the Federal Trade Commission, saying her service was, quote, inconsistent with White House priorities.
Congress designed those agencies to be free from direct supervision of the White House, to be bipartisan, to be independent. And key to that is that members can only be fired by a president for cause. Donald Trump says that is unconstitutional, that presidents must be able to remove those members at will.
And so the court's expected to release a decision in this case in June. Pressure is growing for the Trump administration to release video of a controversial second strike on an alleged drug boat from the beginning of September. 11 people were killed, including 2 survivors hit by that second strike.
It's really important that people see what it looks like when the full force of the United States military is turned on 2 guys who are clinging to a piece of wood.
That's Congressman Jim Hines, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee. He says the attack may have violated international law. A source tells ABC News that after that initial strike, the video shows the survivors clinging for their lives to the wreckage of the overturned boat and waving to something overhead. Another source says roughly 40 minutes after that first attack, the military struck again. Now, Republicans on that same committee has said they saw nothing wrong with the second strike. The administration has not shown any evidence that the boat was smuggling drugs, but the U.S. has hit more than 20 suspected drug boats since September, killing nearly 80 people.
Today, European leaders are holding another round of peace talks to end the war in Ukraine. President Vladimir Zelensky met with U.S. leaders over the weekend, describing the negotiations as constructive. But Donald Trump Jr. is casing doubt over a deal. He says President Trump may walk away from Ukraine's peace efforts over allegations of corruption against close allies of President Zelensky. Well, new data shows 220,000 people have been arrested as part of President Trump's immigration crackdown. That's according to the Deportation Project. It's a research group associated with Berkeley Law School. Their data also shows ICE agents have detained nearly 75,000 people with no criminal record. The data's release comes as ICE steps up its enforcement in Democratic-led cities such as New Orleans and Minneapolis. Now, legal entry in the U.S. is typically a misdemeanor. Overstaying a visa is a civil violation. The Deportation Project was able to get this data through a lawsuit brought against ICE.
Time is winding down for Congress to vote on a health care plan. In just 23 days, the Affordable Care Act subsidies will expire. That will lead to skyrocketing premiums for millions of Americans. Remember, this issue was the main sticking point that led to the government shutdown this fall. Democrats want a 3-year extension. Republicans have yet to reveal their alternative health plan. The Senate's expected to take a vote on those subsidies this week. Today, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson will be back in court. Luigi Mangione's attorneys are fighting to throw out critical evidence in his state murder trial. Over the weekend, prosecutors released these new photos of what was found on Mangione when he was arrested. It includes a to-do list and a bus ticket under the name Sam Dawson, which they say is an alias used by Mangione. Today, the court is expected to hear from police officers who helped arrest him, including one who searched his bag and said on body camera footage that there was a weapon. More damage at the Louvre Museum in Paris. A water leak on one of the libraries damaged as many as 400 documents. Most of them are from the late 19th and early 20th century. Workers are now trying to save the damaged papers, drying them one page at a time. Officials for the Louvre say it desperately needs repairs and security upgrades. Just 2 months ago, thieves stole royal jewelry worth more than $100 million. Police have made several arrests for that theft, but the jewelry is still missing.
All right, if you're like me, you're still looking for the perfect gifts for loved ones, kids, and friends, or any gifts. I haven't really done shopping, but sticking to a budget, it can be a pretty big challenge. Scripps News Group's consumer reporter Jane Caffrey has the simple strategies that can stop you from overspending.
It is the official start of holiday shopping season. But did you know one survey finds the average American will spend $1,100 on holiday shopping? Experts are weighing in on some simple tips so that you don't go over your budget. Holiday shopping takes a plan, especially for mom of 3, Kimberly Sneed.
With 3 boys at home, we shop early and often for the holidays to try to get the best deal.
This year, her kids' wish lists are driven by top trends.
Pokemon cards. I have 2 boys that collect, so these are top on their list.
She focuses on big wins without busting the budget.
We always like to focus on getting them one large gift, one substantial gift, and then just kind of supplementing those to try to rein in that budget.
Experts say that kind of discipline is critical. New data from Bankrate shows 3 out of 4 gifts cost more this year than last.
That's what people are feeling, is the cumulative effect. Since the start of 2021, prices are up 25% on average.
Another thing that we saw are that tariffs are going to impact holiday shopping this year. So nearly 3/4 of 2025 holiday shoppers expect tariffs to impact their gift shopping as well.
But experts say you can stay in control. Shop early to monitor prices. Share your info for targeted offers. Don't forget about unused rewards points and use a rewards card, but only if you pay it off right away. A NerdWallet report finds 31% of last year's credit card shoppers still haven't paid off their holiday debt.
So I think that's a cautionary tale for people still carrying debt to try not amass more.
Buy now, pay later programs can also help, but come with risks.
You want to avoid what's called buy now, pay later loan stacking. So that's when you're taking out multiple loans at once, and it can be difficult to keep up with your spending.
The good news?
Retailers are bending on price. They acknowledge that people are feeling pretty frugal. So get the 30% off from the store.
At Walmart, toy aisles are packed with color, creativity, and deals.
This is the My Life as Dorothy doll for $39.97. And, you know, when you compare the My Life dolls to the American Girl dolls, that's a huge saving for our customer.
Thousands of gift ideas under $20.
Every child deserves a Christmas.
Affordability that means skipping a financial hangover in the new year.
If you stick to a budget that you know that you can afford, then you're not going into January feeling like you overspent or you did too much.
For Scripps News Group, I'm Jane Caffrey.
Well, snow is piling up across the U.S. as a winter storm hits a number of states. Another round of snow is burying roads from Iowa to upstate New York and Chicago. Temperatures are plunging into the single digits. Take a look at that. Minneapolis, even colder, getting as low as 0 degrees. And in the Northwest, people are preparing for an atmospheric river that could bring some intense flooding. More than a foot of rain is in the forecast for some areas. All right, I want to get you into the holiday spirit. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Buddy. I don't remember one named Buddy. Well, reindeer by that name has a new claim to fame. Officials say he ran away from a Christmas event in England. Police and staff searched for him for hours. They even deployed a drone to get a bird's eye view, maybe catch him flying through the air. Well, he didn't make it to the North Pole. Rescuers, they instead found him on the beach and returned him home. Maybe he just wanted to relax, enjoy the water. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.